Good Company. Meet the winners of our My Man Should Be a Romance Novel Hero Contest. Find out how to help your child handle the stress in their young lives. Plus, Gary checks out what's new at the Mall of America, including a tour of Planet Hollywood. Good friends, good company. And now, here are your hosts, the husband and wife team, Steve and Sharon.
Today's romance novel hero contest is going to be a dream.
It should be irresistible, like you.
Oh, stop! You know how my father forbids my seeing you.
Do not adjust your dial. That is Steve and Sharon. They're recreating a romantic scene a la romantic hunk contest, which we'll be going to shortly. But first, when we last saw Steve and Sharon, he was being forbidden from seeing her by her father. Let's go back.
Sharon, your father doesn't have enough power in his whole kingdom to stop me from you, the object of my affection.
It is so dangerous for me to be with you. But when you hold me in your arms, I get dizzy with ecstasy.
Perhaps it was breakfast. Come with me into my arms where it is always summer. We'll live a life full of joy, passion, and wonderful food.
Do it in all these clothes.
I don't know about these pants. These crazy pants.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know these things zip up to here? I mean, you can blow your nose through the zipper. You know that old routine?
Oh.
It is ridiculous.
And now I know why those women always had heaving breasts and the vapors.
What do you mean?
Can't breathe.
You know, you look good in this outfit.
Thank you.
You really do. You just have what it takes.
Well, enjoy it, because I think I'm going to last about 2 more minutes before I faint over in a dead heap.
That's great. This should be fun. This is going to be our romance hero competition where we announce to our viewers that they could nominate their men to be romance heroes.
That's right. There are those gorgeous men on the front of romance novels. You know, like Topaz Man? Do you know who we're talking about? He looks like that. But we decided that...
You're overwhelmed.
I am overwhelmed by my dress and by these men.
That's me.
Oh, there you are, yes. That was just last week. But we decided there are probably men in the Twin Cities who are just as gorgeous, who deserve a chance to be on the front of romance novels. So we asked you to write us letters about the men in your lives that you thought were romantic heroes, and you're going to meet our finalists today, and then our audience is going to have a chance to choose a winner. So let us begin. First of all, let us introduce you to Rob and Julie. They come from Hopkins. Julie Welch is Rob's girlfriend. His name is Rob Stafford, and she wrote us a letter telling us why she thought he was a romance hero.
Dear Good Company, this is Rob Stafford. I think he should be on the cover of a romance novel. He's as self-assured and confident as any romance hero I've ever read about, not to mention the fact that he's tall, dark, and handsome. And who could resist those steel blue eyes? Many women have already fallen prey to his charms. And just as in the romance novels, he's the perfect choice to fulfill those fantasies. But I wouldn't want anyone to get carried away. He's taken, and he's mine.
Well, let's see what Julie was talking about. Come on out, Rob Stafford.
Let's hear it for him.
Yes.
Guys.
How do you feel about being nominated by your girlfriend for this, Rob?
Overwhelmed is a very good description.
Overwhelmed.
Yes.
Do you feel like
Very
a romance
surprised.
hero?
Once in a while, yeah, when I get a chance, I do.
Yeah. Is he a romantic guy, Julie?
Yeah, he can be.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we have concocted something that should be kind of fun. An opportunity to do a scene. Are you prepared for your scene?
I'm prepared.
We should also mention that Rob is an Elvis impersonator, so
We
he's
should.
used to performing.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
There you are in your costume. You do this, what, at parties or
Parties
professionally?
and high school reunions or, no.
All right, so this will not be new to you. You've been out there performing before. However, the context may be a little different because we have an actress here who is about to do a scene from you and with you, and this scene is from steamy romance novel Outlaw, which is written by Susan Johnson, who's right here from Minnesota.
Okay, so here he is, Rob Stafford from Hopkins.
I'm feeling a lively sense of gratitude by being here, Lady Graham. And once I've sufficiently caught my breath again, I'm thinking of expressing my appreciation in some shamelessly salacious way.
Okay, kicking up the waves. Thank you. Rob Stafford is our contestant number 1. There are 3 contestants today. Our audience is going to vote. Somebody's going to win a nice weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Contestant number 2.
Shamelessly, what kind of way?
Shamelessly impulsive,
Salacious?
salacious.
I don't know.
Ski chalet, they're going skiing. Sharon Jewell. She nominated Todd Raymaker of Golden Valley, and here is what she said.
Dear good company, Todd Raymaker's is my romance novel fantasy come true. He's gorgeous, muscular, and has a great smile. He also has a great personality, is very articulate and personable, things the cover of a book can't express. Oh, I must also mention he looks like Don Diamont from The Young and the Restless. He really is my romance novel hero. I hope he's yours too.
And here they come. Welcome, please, Sharon Jewell and Todd Raymaker. Welcome. So, Sharon, when you saw us announce this, what was the first thing that came to mind?
I thought Todd was perfect for the job.
Yeah.
He's very romantic and he's got a great chest.
All right. Feels familiar there. Todd, tell us something about Sharon. Does it surprise you that she nominated you?
No, not at all. She acts on a spur of the moment, very spontaneous. She's very romantic herself.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised at all.
Do you consider yourself kind of a romantic?
I would say so. Probably more so when I had hair a little bit longer like Fabio, but no,
Oh, you used to have hair
moments
like down to your shoulders?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I just got a cut a couple months ago, so.
Do you
All
read
right.
romance novels, Sharon?
I haven't had a chance to lately, but I like to read them.
Okay.
All right. Now it is time for Todd to do his scene. Todd, why don't you get ready? This is from Iris Johnson's The Beloved Scoundrel. Contestant 2, Todd Raymaker's Golden Valley.
Be honest with yourself. You wanted what I wanted. The fire had been burning too long and too far. It will never end until you take what you want, Mariana.
Sharon's professional school of modeling wasn't quite ready for his advances. Okay, but she was professional. Okay, I'll tell you what, we're going to break away right now, but when we come back, we are going to have contestant number 3, and then our audience is going to have an opportunity to decide who is the romance novelist of the Twin Cities for a fine prize. Stay with us. My blouse is caught on your mic. Well, we're back with our romance contest. That's right. These are men who are competing to be the romantic heroes of those romance novels. Yes, and they have to do a scene if you just joined us. This is our third competitor. Tammy Servald nominated James Filick of Richfield. And when she sent in her letter, here is what she said.
Dear good company, I believe that my boyfriend James would be a perfect man for the cover of a romance novel. He's one of the few all-Americans left. He's got a great body, not too big, but yet not too small. He has a rough, scruffy look, but yet a gentle face. When I think of romance, I think of James, and I think that most women would like to see a realistic man on the cover of a romance novel. And that's what James is, perfect, romantic, and realistic.
Oh, nicely said. Welcome, please, Tammy and James, contestants number 3. Right. Tammy, you repeated several times realistic about James. What do you mean realistic?
Just basically because I see him every day and I know that he's an everyday person. I know he brushes his teeth, I know he has bad hair days, and he's basically a realistic person. He's an everyday kind of guy.
Okay.
Do you find that other women react when they run into James?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah? Do you notice this, James?
Not as often as she does, but it gets pointed out to me whenever I miss it.
I see.
And tell us something about Tammy.
Oh, God. Let's see, that's so hard. I've known her for so many years. She's perfect, I suppose, is the best way to sum it up in one word. And she's perfect for me, at least. And she's my best friend on top of everything else, so.
Ooh, good for you guys. Now, you guys aren't married, you're single. That's
Correct.
right. Okay. Well said. He'll stop saying that in a few years. And now it's time for... I'm just kidding. We've been doing it for how long? We've been talking
Doing
like
what?
that. Speaking like that. Now it's time for him to do his scene. That's right. This is a scene from Susan Johnson's Outlaw. And playing the scene, here's James Filick from Richfield.
I look forward to this I look forward to this priority. I look forward to this proprietary faithfulness. It conjures up a certain closeness. I love you more each day, and I regret the years I've wasted without you. You may possess me, and gladly.
Yes. You may possess me.
And gladly.
Oh, and gladly.
Oh, how do
I don't
they
see her
write
taking
like
advantage of that right of possession, but whatever.
We'd like
Okay.
to thank Melanie, by the way, from Karen School of Professional Modeling
Let's
for
hear it
helping
for
us
Melanie.
out today.
Did a terrific
Gorgeous
job.
lady.
Thank you. Also, thank you. Our special thanks to the Guthrie Theater Costume Rentals. Yes, these are going back. It's kind of sad. I'd like to wear it every day, but you can actually rent costumes like this. You know, if there's a party, you might want to do that.
Yes.
And also, our special thanks to the Radisson Plaza Hotel. Why? Because one of our three couples here is going to win a very nice prize. It is a weekend stay at the downtown Minneapolis Radisson Plaza. It's a wonderful place. You can go shopping downtown, blow all your money. It's terrific. And also, you will get the winner will get a year's supply of romance novels from Bantam Books. You'll be reading your brains out. Congratulations.
Little
Okay.
inspiration from Bantam.
All right, now it is time for our audience to vote. Remember, you can only vote on one couple, your favorite. You have to be loud, and you have to do it right away, okay? Now, we have couple number 1, 2, and 3. We're going to start out with couple number 1. Let's take a look at them. We'll isolate them on our cameras. Julie Welsh and
Julie.
Rob Stafford. Couple number 2, Sharon Jewell and Todd Raymakers. And couple number 3, Tammy Servald and James Filick. Well, this is definitely a tough one. We are going upstairs to, and they say that the winners, according to the people in our booth, couple number 2, that's right, Sharon Jewell and Todd Raymakers. Oh. Yes. Sharon and Todd, my knickers are falling off, but that doesn't mean that you didn't win. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Did you have any idea you were going to win?
No, I didn't.
Wow, you guys are going
Surprise.
to to go to the Radisson over the weekend. That's nice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
I want to thank Good Company. I had a great time. And I want to say something to Sharon.
You have a special sort of surprise here,
yes, I
huh?
do.
What's that?
Well, there's no one I'd rather spend my life with than Sharon, and I'm asking Sharon, will you marry me?
Pardon?
Yes, I'll marry you.
That was a yes.
Wait a minute, this is really for real. This is real. This isn't a joke.
Hey,
Let's
do
go
you
over
have-
this again.
You
You're
haven't
not
asked for this
kidding.
before?
I'm not kidding. No.
This is the first?
This is the first time, yes.
Are you surprised?
Yes, very surprised.
How long have you... Yeah.
We haven't even really talked much about getting married. I guess we just
Little bit.
figured that we would spend the rest of our life together, but not actually get married and not be asked here.
Right, now did you say yes because you really want to do it or because you're forced to because you're on TV? But
No, I really want to. He's very special. He's everything that I've ever wanted. He's a great man.
congratulations to you guys. Thank you to all of our couples. Yes, it was wonderful. There is romance in the Twin Cities. Thank you.
Well, congratulations.
Right.
You could win the kitchen of your dreams. It's the Good Company Home Value Ugly Kitchen Contest where you could win a brand new kitchen worth up to $10,000.
Imagine you could have new cabinets. Choose from any of Home Value's wide variety, including the quality of Marillac.
Or you could replace that leaky faucet with a new one from Kohler.
The best part is you get to decide whatever you want worth up to $10,000.
Here's how you enter. Just write down in 50 words or less why you should get a new kitchen.
Include a photo of your ugly kitchen along with your name, address, and phone number. Drop it off at any Home Value store or mail it into Ugly Kitchen Contest. Good Company, 3415 University Avenue, St. Paul 55114.
But hurry, you must have your entries in by January 29th.
Watch Good Company on Friday, February 4th to see if you are the winner. Remember, it's the Good Company Home Value Ugly Kitchen Contest, and you could win up to $10,000 worth of new kitchen. Enter now. You know, when you think about it, kids can really be as stressed out as adults in their own way. It turns out that kids as young as 3 years old sometimes are being diagnosed as having ulcers. And we thought it would be interesting to take a look at what adults can do about this for their kids and hear from the kids themselves. What are the kinds of things that are really bothering them? Well, to find that out, we went to Wilshire Elementary School in St. Anthony, and we asked kids, these are first, second, and third graders, what stresses you? Here's what they said.
There's at recess, I don't have anybody to play with, and that I don't like that, and that makes me feel some sort of stressed. And someone might take me. When kids pick on me and things like that, and when I have a lot of work to do in very little time. My sister.
What creates stress there?
Her peeking at my stuff and playing around with my stuff. I don't like that at all. Once there was this guy, he walked down my street, and me and my cousin were just coming home, and he wouldn't stop looking at the house, and I think that he's gonna take me someday, and that kind of worries me a lot.
That's a real concern.
A lot of that concern.
William Doherty is our guest. He's a family therapist and professor at the University of Minnesota. Welcome, Bill.
Thank you.
Let's talk about that concern about someone being an abductor. What can a parent do to kind of deal with that situation in a responsible way?
Well, children see the news, and
Right.
they know about these things that happen. And the two things for parents to do are, first of all, not to just blow it off, not to say, well, that'll never happen. Really, ask the child what they're afraid of, specifically. So that little girl at the end said there was this particular man that she saw. And so hear them out, hear what they're afraid of.
So that they can get the feelings out?
They can get the feelings out and what they're connected with. And then you can be reassuring in some ways, that person may have been looking at the house for some other reason or whatever. So don't minimize, but also don't get so worked up about it that you scare your child.
So what's then the message? Because you want to leave them.
The message is you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't happen very often to any children, although you could ask them, was there something on the news that they saw? Sort of talk it through. Reassure them that they're going to be okay. But then talk with them practically about what would you do if somebody strange knocked on the door and you were home by yourself, for example, or you were walking down the street and somebody invited you into the car. Talk with them about realistically. But think of it this way. It's sort of like dealing with the Minnesota winter. Okay? Kids have to be prepared, they have to use good judgment, but you don't go around saying, oh, you're going to freeze to death. Okay?
Right.
So it's not like these strangers are going to get you.
You're giving them a sense of their own power, too.
Yeah.
If you talk it through with them, what would you do if?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right, well, now we have a second example. We again, the same school, but this time we talked to kids who are a little bit older. These are 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. Here's what they said.
The stress at home is probably I can't find time to do everything. And I mean, like everything from my piano lessons to trying to do homework, for trying to have fun. If I ever get stressed, I'm thinking about my dad or somebody, because he puts pressure on me.
I have this habit of putting pressure on myself to get really good grades, only it doesn't seem to work very good because I'm so stressed out I don't know what I'm doing half the time.
Well, I must say that I did really until I was 6 years old. I had only one parent, really. Well, I feel behind. It makes me feel less smart, so I get embarrassed.
So what do you do about the grade pressure?
That's a big one. I think the most important thing is to listen, to allow children to talk about what they're afraid of. A mistake the parents make is to rush in too quickly to try to reassure them or say, you know, you're okay, or you don't need the grades, or you're doing fine. Let them tell the story. There may be particular tests or grades or teacher. A lot of times it surrounds a particular teacher. Let them tell the story, and let them know that you love them and that they're okay with you as long as they're trying. You know, you might also ask if they're getting some message from you as a parent that they should be doing better and better.
Well, you do as a parent perhaps want to give them some incentive. You want to tell them they can do their best and that they should go for maybe, you know, the best they can do rather than anything you do is okay, don't you?
Sure, but these are kids who are worried now. This is, I mean, that one little girl saying she can't even get her work done because she's so caught up in it. The time for the push is a different time. When the child's worried, pressured, that's not the time to say, get out there and, you know, work harder. That's the time to really explore what this is all about and to do some self-exploration, because sometimes kids can get the sense that they're only okay with us if they're getting A's.
We have to let you go, but you also say it's not, you shouldn't solve the problem for the kids. You should offer options and help them work through it.
Yeah, the children who talked about a friend that was bothering them, or they don't like a teacher or something like that. Instead of rushing in with a solution, ask them what they think about that they might do. You know, what are some of their alternatives?
Instead of, we'll go talk to the principal about it.
Right. If you charge in and try to solve the problem for them, the child doesn't learn to cope. If you don't listen to them, the child's on his or her own. So you listen, talk about alternatives, but don't charge in.
Okay.
Good. Thanks, Bill.
You're welcome.
Despite the joys well, it's still happening at the Mall of America. There are new stores opening all the time, and Planet Hollywood just opened. It's happening, I guess.
Yeah, all the big stars came in, and Gary was there for that.
Right, he's going to show us what's going on at Planet Hollywood right now. Gary?
Right now you're looking at the exterior of Planet Hollywood, one of the new big attractions at the Mall of America in Bloomington. And inside you'll find, movie memorabilia like Bruce Willis, Sly Stallone, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, three of the principal people that put Planet Hollywood together. Well, hi everybody, we have come to Planet Hollywood. In fact, we're going to show you all kinds of new things here at the Mall of America today, starting right here. And look at this is a great restaurant, and that's what Planet Hollywood is. Pizzas, fajitas, great sandwiches, finger foods. I mean, California cuisine has arrived in Minnesota. We'll show you more of Planet Hollywood in a minute. I'm going to work on these fajitas. And in the meantime, let me show you what else is new here at the Mall of America. For example, on the east side, you'll find a newer store called Gardener's Paradise, where inside you'll find just about everything you can think of for the outside of your home. Tools and implements of all kinds, and there's even an indoor greenhouse with special lighting that allows for live plants to flourish. It's green, it's lush, it's fragrant. It's a great shop to visit if the winter blahs set in. Also new here at the mall is this kiosk. It's called the Comfort Zone. It's on the 3rd floor on the Upper West Side, and it is all kinds of things to make you more comfortable. A variety of massage type apparatus machines, but they also have hot packs that are, unbelievable, all different sizes and shapes. And this is a kind of let me show you. See this little piece of metal behind my fingers in here? This activates it. You just kind of bend it back and forth a couple of times like that, and then you'll notice this kind of white happening. I guess it's a chemical reaction. As it spreads through this, it warms it. And now this will stay warm for quite some time. In fact, you can do this innumerable. It's a lifetime guarantee. As long as the bag remains intact, it will give you some heat. All different shapes and sizes. Ooh, that feels good. Now you'll also get a good feeling at the brand new Zoo store on the west side of the mall. It features plush toys, games, puzzles, jewelry, clothing, and many other items, all of which have an animal theme. Kids love this store, and a portion of each sale goes to the Minnesota Zoo. Speaking of animals, there's a couple of new things involving animals happening in Camp Snoopy, one right here at the Playhouse Theater. It's called The Magic Reef. It's a 3D film that takes you on a wonderful scuba diving adventure. And although you can't really tell on this television picture, when you see it in person, the 3D effect makes this a very memorable movie experience. It's got beautiful scenery, exotic undersea creatures, and a few surprises as well. Now in Knott's Camp Snoopy, at the Wilderness Wildlife Show, they've got all kinds of new animals all the time. This is an African gray parrot, and his name is, what's your name? Norman is his name, and he is a part of the show here and does a lot of fun things. They can mimic some sounds, like, can you do a baby crying? Okay, sure can. That's right. Of course, it is the cold and flu season. Can you blow your nose? Yes, you can. Well, there you have it, okay? This African gray is just one of the animals here. They've got all kinds of new ones to check out. For example, this is a New Guinea Highland dog, and it is native to rugged mountainous terrain, so it's an excellent climber, and it can demonstrate this by going up and over the stage at the theater. Now, this is not just some kind of a trick, but rather a real behavior the animal would have in its natural habitat. Now, another such natural behavior can be seen with the African serval. It's a cat that to hunt uses its incredible jumping ability like this. Now, this serval can actually go 7 to 8 feet straight up to knock down a bird in flight. Other servals have gone well over 12, 13 feet. All in all, it's amazing stuff, and it's a very educational show as well. Oh yes, there's always new animals here at the show, so even if you've seen it, come back and see it again, because as always, it is absolutely free. Every afternoon except for Monday and Wednesday, that's the animals' days off. Great educational shows right here at the Wilderness Theater, right in the middle of Camp Snoopy. But now, it's time to get back to Planet Hollywood. And that means check out more of the great food here at Planet Hollywood. And I got to tell you, I'd mentioned before California cuisine. What that really means is a real eclectic, a lot of different variety of food, light, smaller portions, and they're really thinking of health. A lot of fresh vegetables and fruits, like salad served with pizza bread. Less fat, better for you. A great snack, chicken crunch, they call it. It's with Captain Crunch. It's breaded in. And Texas nachos, California cuisine, Texas nachos. I don't know, you figure it out, but it's smoked chicken and, ooh, pico de gallo, great stuff. Great restaurant here, Planet Hollywood, but the food is really only part of the story. You see, Planet Hollywood is not only 14,000 square feet of restaurant that can comfortably seat about 250 people, but it is also a terrific collection of memorabilia from the movies and television. For example, there's this motorcycle. It's from the Mel Gibson hit film Lethal Weapon 3. This is one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's costumes from Last Action Hero. Oh, there's all this kinds of stuff and much, much more. And it's located on the walls and it's hanging from the ceiling. Everywhere, all around you. Real, authentic memorabilia. So when you visit, you can spend some of your time eating and some of your time just checking out the stuff. See what I mean? Great movie and television memorabilia all around while you enjoy your meal, and they're adding more stuff all the time. And meal, oh yeah, you'll enjoy it, I gotta tell you. I pretty much enjoyed everything I could possibly get. In fact, I don't think I could eat another bite. It's
Gary, here's the dessert you ordered.
Well, maybe I'll force myself just a little bit. Thank you very much. That's it. Little ebony and ivory and cake, and well, there you have it. Planet Hollywood. New at the Mall of America, and a lot of other fun things as well. Give it a try. We'll see you next time. Oh, no.
Well, this is the time of year a lot of us are thinking about taking off a little of that excess weight we might have put on over the holidays. So we thought we'd give you inspiration. We have women who have taken off a significant, actually enormous amount of weight, and they got beauty makeovers. We have with us here Marie Rudolph from the Regis Salons. Welcome.
Hello. Hi.
And we are going to look at our people, and perhaps you can say what we did with them. First, we're going to start out with Jan Annunziata. Jan is a nurse from Newport, Minnesota. There she is in her before picture, weighing 205 pounds. That was before. She has taken off, are you ready for this? 55 pounds. And here she is, the all-new Jan Annunziata. Whoa. Great, Jan. And Jan says, by the way, that taking off that weight has really helped her in the self-esteem department. Again, she is an RN, and she has really done it right. Thank you, Jan. Nice job. Jan Annunziata.
We should just mention what you did. Did you change her
Well, we did a color on her, and then we cut off, she let us cut off about 5 inches, and we layered it.
Okay.
So,
great dress from Cedric's. Yes. All right, let's look at now Mary Williams. Mary is 54. She's from St. Paul, and she is getting her doctorate degree. She was 225 pounds. That picture is when she was about 200. Now she is down to 150. She lost 75 pounds. Wow. And you lifted her hair a bit and gave her a color, Marie?
we did. We did a low light on her, and then we texturized it quite a bit, and did the makeover and manicure, and just had a real good time with her.
So pretty. Jan, Mary, by the way, is the mother of 7 children, and she wants to lose 10 more pounds because she wants to run in a marathon this spring. Good for you. Thanks, Mary.
And now it's time for Dolores Scholler from Hugo. Dolores is 27 years old. She was 282. Are you ready for how much pounds she lost? She lost 137 pounds. Weight Watchers was the key for all of these women, by the way. But Dolores, that is incredible. What did you do?
She lost a whole person.
What we did on Dolores was she let us take 8 inches off. We layered it. We did a glossing, which brightened up her hair, and we used Regis Shining Solutions, and that pretty much gave her the shine that she's got in there. That's all natural curl.
Oh, that looks great.
So
137 pounds, and that was Weight Watchers, right? Good for you.
Good for you.
All right. Special thanks. What's that?
It's 145 pounds.
Oh, it's 145. You know, that 8 pounds, I'd fight for that as well. Special thanks to Cedric for providing our gowns today. Also to the Regis Salons, and thank you for coming with us
thank you
today.
so much for having us.
Very nice job. And here they are.
Congratulations.
The inspiration for weight loss. This coming Thursday, we invite you to join us at Good Company on location at the Como Park Conservatory. We are doing 2 shows, one at 9:30 and one at 12:30.
It is such a beautiful location. The 9:30 show is going to be our wedding show, so you can get some great ideas about weddings and just see what's new in weddings. And at 12:30, we have another taping. We'd love to have you join us at the beautiful location.
So call us at 645-3999. All of our tickets are free, and you'll also qualify for a beautiful television set giveaway. That's this coming Thursday on location. Give us a call. The story of Mary Jo Copeland helping the poor here in the Twin Cities has been going on for years and continues. But now the face of poverty is changing, and that is the subject of Mike Brunswick's People.
A bitter cold winter's morning. A church. Inside, a woman prays. It's what she does at the beginning of almost every day, days that begin here at 5 a.m.
because it helps me focus on what he did when he was on earth, reaching, teaching. Just absolutely being gentle, kind, forgiving, tolerant, patient with those who were the sinners and were the sad, lost people of his time. And he asked us to do the same.
Her name is Mary Jo Copeland, a woman who as a child wanted to be a saint, a woman who as an adult just may be one.
And there are hurting people all over, people living within anger, fear, loneliness, alienation from family, people that need our compassion and our help. And if everybody reached to one, there wouldn't be this nation in crisis, just one person. You don't have to look at the crowds and the masses. Look at the person in front of you this day and make a difference in their life.
This is Minneapolis, and many of this city's lonely begin lining up at about 9 a.m. each day at a place called Sharing and Caring Hands. It's Mary Jo Copeland's place.
Here I am, Lord. I have come to do your will. Now let's rock and roll. Let's go. All right, now let's slow and easy now.
They call it a homeless shelter, but most of the 600 to 700 people she sees here every day are not homeless, but poor. Poverty in this country, it seems, has become an epidemic.
Good morning.
It's hard to be poor. It's really, really hard. And we have to look at that. We are a nation that's very rich. We're a pretty wealthy country. And there shouldn't have to be this much poverty.
When Mary Jo Copeland first opened her shelter in 1985, the poverty in the streets consisted of lonely men, alcoholics mostly. But today, that poverty comes in the form of families, single mothers, children.
You should see the lady that came in the other day with a big bandage over her son's ear, cockroach crawled inside the ear, didn't have a bed. Little boy, 11 years old the other day. The mother couldn't afford to buy him shoes. I pull off his socks. His toes are all taped. For how long, God only knows, with blisters. He couldn't run in the gym. Isn't it incredible?
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and your face will really show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. There, we got him laughing.
If Mary Jo knows anything about anything, she knows about children. These are hers, all 12 of them, raised by her and her husband of 34 years, Dick Copeland. She feels raising a dozen kids who depended on her during more than 2 decades gives her an edge in dealing with the thousands of people who depend on her now.
After you raise 12 kids, what I'm doing today is a walk in the park. Wow. I mean, you learn it all. It's a good training ground. How many kids do you have? 7. Let me give you a ham certificate here. Wait, right here.
What was once a soup kitchen she rented for $600 a month for lonely men who lived in the streets is now an elaborate $1 million facility that caters to the struggling poor. It's a place to get coats, mittens, boots, food, even eyeglasses. Plus, they can get their teeth fixed in her free dental clinic.
Let's just go ahead and do it. I mean, if we don't do the bottom, what good are the teeth going to do? I don't understand why the note's written there. Let's just take care of her bottom teeth. Because, I mean, that's pretty hard to chew without, yeah.
For some reason.
God bless you. Yeah, so.
For some reason.
Well, you know, good works unto good. When something is good, it grows. It's like fire in a forest or love. You can't stop it. It's like a river. It just keeps flowing.
The love flows out and the money flows in. Private contributions have allowed her to buy this building for $240,000, have it renovated for another $200,000, and add on an expansion for an additional $450,000. And on the drawing board now is a 32-unit apartment complex where people can live temporarily while looking for work and permanent housing. It'll cost $7 million, and there's little doubt she'll get it all.
They'll have a lot of hope. Isn't this unbelievable? Can you, what do you need, honey? Huh? Tell me what you need. Let's call, honey, can you tell me what you need?
This is Mary Jo. This is the lady I told you to talk to.
She knows.
Talk to her.
Can you tell me? Our lives are shaped by those who love us and those who refuse to love us. Very powerful words if we think about them. And our world is an example of many that have not been loved.
Anybody with badly blistered feet can come to the middle office area.
We'll get your feet fixed here. Let's yeah, I'll take care of it.
Soaking the blistered feet of the weary helps keep her humble. Washing their feet and giving them a new pair of shoes and socks, she says, improves their outlook on life. There is probably no other place quite like sharing and caring hands, and Mary Jo Copeland definitely is one of a kind. She's taken the city's poor and made them her family. She feeds them, she clothes them, she washes their feet. But don't be misled. She is not a woman who will be taken advantage of.
See, listen, guys, a few of these guys in the front, this guy with the yellow hat, and some of these people in the front, I want them eliminated after lunch. They're just hangers-on. You've seen it. In my own gentle, kind way, I'm a very firm person. I don't put up with any baloney.
There is a lot of desperation, poverty, loneliness in this world. Hundreds of examples come through this building every day. One can only wonder where these people would be if it weren't for Mary Jo Copeland.
There are so many people brought up in animalistic environments that are beat to death from the time they're little. That's what they've been taught. We have to teach them how to love, and we can do that. And my goal is to teach the world, and through platforms and my example, maybe we just won't have a nation in crisis. We'll have a nation with a lot of hope and a lot of people caring.
Look at all.
This coming Saturday, we invite you to join us at the Mall of America for the Good Company Juvenile Diabetes Foundation Walk for the Cure. What is juvenile diabetes? Let us find out, because we have with us today Donna Gurton from Hugo and little Nicky. So, yeah, it's your mom. So now tell us about Nicky. When was he diagnosed?
Nicky was diagnosed in December of '92.
Mm-hmm.
And my nose.
And your nose, you're right. Yeah.
And he's 2.5 now. He was 18 months when he was diagnosed. And as you can see, our whole family has got together and made sweatshirts that say Walk for Nick. Mm-hmm. And this is our group that we're going to go out to the Mall of America and hopefully get a cure.
Yeah. What does the walk mean to you?
Well, it means
What's wrong with me?
if we could we're trying to sponsor as much money as we can towards a cure for diabetes.
Uh-huh.
And us, our large group as a family are getting together, and we put these hats together as well to get a cure for diabetes.
And there goes the hat.
Yeah.
That's okay. You know, it's a very important thing for you and for all the kids with juvenile diabetes. It's this coming Saturday. If you'd like to join us, here's what you do. You just call 337-0336. They'll give you more information. You can join our team and get a shirt, a Good Company t-shirt, and to do that, call 645-3999. We'll tell you all about it. This coming Saturday, Mall of America, Walk for the Cure. We need you.
That's right. We are going to be out there Saturday morning, and we'd love to see you and have you on our team as well. What you need to do is pick up an application at Bruegger's or at holiday stores, and then you call us here at KSTP and tell us you want to be on the Good Company team. We'll all walk together. We'll raise some money, and we want you to go out and get some pledges this week as well, so that you can walk and
it'll all be over by
help
9
find
o'clock,
a cure.
so you'll still have the whole
It's
day.
very quick, yeah.
Right, okay. Coming tomorrow, big show. Former President Jimmy Carter will be here in our studio to tell us about his life and how he sees it.
And also, big musical in town. Miss Saigon is here. Gary is going to take us behind the scenes of that and show us how it works.
Right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Good Company Set Furnishings, courtesy of Dayton's Minneapolis Interior Design Studio. Steve's Clothing by the Polo Store, conveniently located in the Young Quinlan Building, Nicollet Mall, downtown Minneapolis. Sharon's Clothes by Cedric's Fashions and Furs in the Galleria, 69th and France in Edina. Henderson chauffeured Cadillacs provide limousine transportation for the guest of Good Company. Henderson offers the largest selection of color, style, and service in the 5-state area.